We're talking relegation now in the Premier League. We know that Fulham and Cardiff have gone. It looks like Norwich are going to join them. I did say that with a slight smile on my face. Can any of them return? That's the question. Do you think any of them can come back at the first attempt?
Well, Norwich have got to see who the manager is going to be next season. Have every chance because they've got good players. It depends on who you lose as well. And players. A lot of them players will look at playing in the Premier League, maybe move on. You know, you look at Cardiff as well. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't really work out. He's gone down. Whether he can attract big players, I'm sure the chairman will back him with money to come straight back up. And Fulham, you know, it's quite an aging squad. You've got people like Scotty Parker. Sidwell, would he stay? He's had a great season, but probably a player of the year for me, for Fulham. Well, if he wants to stay in the Premier League, we'll have to wait and see. But them three, it's not easy at Championship. We talked about earlier that teams are going to be competing to come back up in the Championship, but them three dropping down, it's going to be tough for them to bounce straight back.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see managers whether they stay or not. I think with Fulham as well, they've got a good youth set up there, haven't they? Just lost in the final to Chelsea, so they've got some good young players coming through the system, and you'd expect them to get more opportunity in the Championship.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say about Fulham. That Magath said he wants to stay on. I mean, yeah, let's wait and see what happens. But he's absolutely gutted. He's been relegated for the first time. Man of a very impressive CV, and he'll want to right that wrong, rather. Sorry.
He'd like to wrong that wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He'll want to put that right. I would imagine he would stay, and like you say, they'll have more opportunity with the youth players coming through. I think Fulham actually could rebuild. They've got a bit of money. They'll always be able to attract players, being at West London.
Well, I was at the game Stoke.
Yeah.
And it was the worst performance I've seen from a team fighting relegation. It looked like Stoke were fighting relegation and needed a win.
Nothing to play for. Yeah.
Exactly. And I just worry that the manager has set his team out, he's put them out on that pitch. Are they really playing for him? Because it didn't look like it, what I saw. I was amazed how they set up. I think they had one shot on target the whole game from 30 yards, Scott Parker. So if you look at it like that, is he the right man to take them forward?
Well, he has been disliked before because of his training regimes. I mean, he really beats those players.
But I didn't see them players really running for a brick wall for the manager there.
Right.
I mean, and I was so surprised how tame they were. Knowing they have to win the game to stay up.
I actually feel for Cardiff more than the other two. I think that they might lose a fair few players. I think Corker, keeper Marshall's had an unbelievable season. Medell will probably go. I just think that they're the ones that are going to struggle to come back up.
I think Fulham will lose a lot of players as well, but like you said, the youth academy is brilliant there. And some of Magath's selections have been a bit strange, like playing Woodrow and Dembele ahead of Bent and stuff, and I was just thinking whether he's preparing for the Championship, whether he's getting those players ready for top level football so that they can be playing with men, so to speak, and get them up from the Championship. So I think Fulham have got a good chance, probably the best of the three.
So that's our thoughts on the relegated teams about bouncing back. What do you think? Let us know on Ball Street on Twitter. And who's going to replace them? Have a look at our playoff preview on our YouTube channel.